Yo, what up? It's your boy P1, man. And it's Tell a Friend Tuesdays. Today I'm really excited and always, get a cool burst of positive energy and excitement being around this brother, Mr. Omega McBride. And so today, I want to tell my friends what his wristband says, and I'll zoom in on this for you later, but it's continue courageously. It's his words. It hit me in a special way, you know what I'm saying? Like when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, that's powerful. And it means something to me, but I'm gonna let him talk about what inspired him to go so far as to put this on a wristband, that it was that important. Like what was it about, continuing courageously that made it that important to him?
Man, first of all, thanks for having me, bro.
Yes, sir.
Happy to be here. And for me, what really did it for me was realizing how important confidence was.
Okay.
All right. So for me, like in my personal life, it's more so like confidence brings me to the water.
Okay.
Confidence helps me pick up a pencil and a pad. Confidence puts me at the table to eat. It puts me in the kitchen. But courage actually makes me cook. It makes me start to find the right seasonings for my dish.
Okay.
Or it makes me go ahead and jump in the water and start treading instead of drowning, because I could drown. But what courage says is that, man, you could drown, but go ahead and jump in the water and see what happens. Usually we don't know what's behind the door. And so our lack of courage, like me working with students, I work with students, just walking life. And the element that I see a lot of them missing, like they talk about confidence, they can smile, they dress good, they may can speak up well for themselves, they may can say what they want to do. Let's just say somebody said, man, I can rap, put me in the booth.
Yeah.
But then I say, rap, give me a 16. And they're scared.
Hold up.
And so it's like we miss that element between being confident, like believing and saying we could do something, the faith that goes into what we say we can do, but then to go from the ability and knowing we have the ability to actually doing it and making it happen. That's what it meant for me to be able to put it on a wristband, because in my own life, I had to go from being confident in my own gifts and my abilities, and thinking that just the confidence and just because they existed, certain things was gonna fall in place, just based off of I know and some other people see. But for the most part, in order to take those gifts and have them make room for you, it takes some effort. It takes some action, and it ain't easy. I think when you see yourself perform, it builds confidence. But the continuing part of it is when it gets difficult. When you're not getting feedback. Or when you're not getting the results that you set out to get. But you done put in the time. You put in the consistent effort. You know that you tried to do things in a way where you're using whatever it is you have. But continuing courageously comes in, whereas you're saying, man, I'm here, I see a little bit, but let me keep going. Let me see what more I got inside.
Yeah, I think for me, that was like, courageously is a word we know. We familiar with that and all that. Continue is a word we know, but I think the continue part was what really stuck to me, because it's like, especially now we all looking at results, like what's the end game, or even how do I get started with starting a business, how do I start to lose weight, how do I start to get fit, how do I start to do this, or how do I get to the end result that I want. And to go from there to there, it's the middle part.
It's the middle part, bro.
It's the middle part, and that's the continuation part. And so when I saw the continue, it was just like, continue. Like, you can start something, you can end something. That's easy.
Yeah.
Relatively.
Absolutely.
And the continuing part, and like you said, adding the courageous part to it, because you may not know what that end looks like.
Most times
you may
we don't.
You may start something, think you going in one direction, and like, whoa, how did I end up here? But you still have to have kind of faith and, like you said, courage in that walk, and I think that's why it really stood out.
Yeah.
You know,
I appreciate you
me.
even, sharing that it resonated with you, bro.
Yeah.
Because I think what I've learned is that the easiest thing, one of the easiest things for us to do is to be negative. And so when it does get difficult, when those hurdles come, what I've learned personally, bro, is that even people that's close to you, people that's close to you, the ones who you may expect to be your closest support or your most immediate support, those would be the ones you have to be ready to not really be on board in the door or initially.
Wow.
That's where the real courage comes from, because you also have to learn your why. Why are you doing this? If you know why you're doing this, if you know why you're pursuing something, if you know the core of the passion that you're going after something with, then it doesn't matter the feedback. It doesn't matter the validation. It doesn't matter the amount of support, or those things are going to come.
Right.
But what you have to do is you have to say, man, you know what? It would be real easy for me to stop.